So guys, this is my 100th video, and so I just wanted to recap how much our channel has grown over the last 100 videos. So my channel started on October 7th, 2025, and is now January 26th, 2026 as I'm filming this, and so I just wanted to see how much I've grown over the last 100 videos. So here's how this video will work. For every video that I show you, it'll have one or more major upgrades. After I've shown you that video, we will dive in deeper on what that video did and how I improved beyond that. So grab your snacks, grab your popcorn, and enjoy. So I found one of the coolest AI app generators you might ever see. And so this is Base 44, as you can see on my right hand side. And I've been using it for a couple weeks, and I've created food-like apps. I've created some like cool Avengers apps, and it's a lot of fun. You can create basically anything you want. And all you have to do is type in a quick little prompt and maybe give a few details about it, like what kind of color do you want. It's about a working app. It works. You can integrate stuff into it, and it's just super cool. I'll leave a link in the comments if you want to check it out for yourself. So that was my very first video that I ever made, and it was on October 7th, 2025. As you can see, there was no music, no captions, the audio was terrible, and the background removal wasn't the best. I decided to make a YouTube channel right before that video was posted, and so that was just me trying to figure it all out. Let's move on to video number 2. I found one of the best ways to learn things quickly. So this is Notebook LM, as you can see on my right hand side, and it allows you to do a bunch of cool things. First, you can create a podcast which will help you analyze information quickly and give you the best key points. Or you can even create video analysis, which will create its own slideshow and have a narrator go over it and pick which topics you want. You can even customize it, and it's really cool. And so have a listen to this clip really fast.
Okay, let's unpack this. We have
Does that not sound like the most realistic thing AI generated you'll ever see? So I'll leave a link in the comments if you want to check it out for yourself. For this video, I've added some captions and a little bit of music in the background. Also, the background removal has gotten a little bit better. This was still in the phase where I was trying to figure everything out, but I had started to pick up on a few tips from my other YouTubers that I watched, so let's continue to the next video. So 8K TVs might actually be a scam. So I just found out that 8K TVs might actually be a scam. And if you look at it on paper, it seems pretty obvious. So most movies and TV shows will only shoot in 4K resolution. And so then the extra 4K that your TV will display won't actually be there, and it'll be the same resolution. Even if you wanted to display your own homemade movies, most phones also only shoot in 4K resolution, so the extra money that you're spending into the TV for resolution just won't be there. So my advice to you is to just buy a 4K TV and save the money. Please subscribe. With this video, I still have pretty bad audio, and the captions aren't like the cleanest that they've ever been, but I have started to introduce some new topics. I'm talking about a wider range of tech in general, but also some more interesting stories than just like recommending stuff. This is where I started to kind of get into a groove. I started to learn a lot of new things on how to like edit and do a bunch of different stuff. So let's move on to video number 4. There's a $20,000 robot, and it's pretty crazy. So this is the robot, and it's developed by a company called Neo. And what this robot allows you to do is you can import any kind of command that you want to it, any household chore like cleaning the dishes or doing your laundry, and it'll do it to absolute perfection. However, there are a lot of downsides to this robot, and I kind of want to address that, and just to let you know that maybe this isn't the best choice and we're not there just yet. For one, the price. It's $20,000 just to get this robot. And not only that, but it'll constantly have people watching it to make sure it doesn't turn into some sort of murder bot. Anyway, subscribe. This video, which is number 4, is one of the minor upgrades. It really is just whenever I show something on screen, it'll kind of blur the background and kind of fill the frame more. Moving on to the next video. Guys, it's finally happened. So Amazon Alexa has just gotten access to AI, and it's pretty cool. The feature is called Alexa Plus, and you do need an Amazon Prime subscription to be able to access it. It allows you to actually find things and not to give you random meaningless responses that don't correlate at all to your question. Sometimes it'll ask you open-ended questions to get to know you better, and this is just such a cool feature, and I'm really glad that they've implemented it. Subscribe. Video number 5, which was what I think was a huge improvement, is where I moved into my bedroom. I was still using the backgrounds, however, I had moved into my bedroom, so the sound was a lot better. I didn't have a microphone yet, but compared to what the other audio sounded like, this was a huge step up. I also felt like I got a lot more confident while talking. I didn't stutter over my words at all anymore. I was making some pretty clean, easy cuts, and I'm not even trying to glaze myself, I promise you guys. It's just I feel like I did a pretty good job from where I was. Today, I'm going to be calculating to find out how much the Nintendo Switch 2 costs to maintain. Assuming you buy 4 games every year at the minimum, you'll start to rack up the price whenever you buy the Nintendo Switch 2 exclusives. So that's $70 for the newest Donkey Kong game, $70 for the Hyrule Warriors game, $80 for the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of the Zelda game, and if you include the time right now, $30 for NBA 2K26 since it is on sale. So in total, with just those 4 games, you spent $250, and likely after this, you'll have to fork out for an SD card. Video number 6 is where I got a DJI Mic Mini. These things improved my sound quality yet again and gave me another drastic boost. I mean, if you compare my last video to this video, you'll definitely hear an improvement. The throwback to New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, whenever people decided instead of fireworks, they were gonna have a drone show. And they got a ton of drones. I'm talking at least 300. But then, about a minute into the show, all the drones just started to land. And as you can see, I mean, like every single drone is either landing or just flying off into a random direction. Now, supposedly this was just a glitch, but they couldn't get the drones back into the air. Not to even mention that they had literal security guards holding people back from going to where the drones were. Subscribe. Video number 7 is basically an accessories upgrade. I got the chair, the lights in the back, and got a real background. And while I don't think it's quite as cool as an artificial background, I definitely think it's more practical. Especially because I can expand on these lights and a bunch of different things and make it look even cooler than an artificial one. So yeah, that was my history, over 100 videos, and let me know if you guys want another one when I hit 200. Subscribe.